Hello and welcome to this week's Emerge 5. In today's episode, we'll be looking at the top 5 enterprise content management startups. ECM allows organizations to go beyond traditional document management by providing an integrated enterprise platform for managing the complete lifecycle of information, automating content-centric business processes, and enabling record management. Please stick around to the end of the show for a special interview with our number 1 company. Now, before we get into the list, we wanted to let you know about one of our partner events, the MarTech Summit. This 2-day virtual summit focuses on digital marketing transformation and customer experience in APAC and Europe. Over 35 industry thought leaders and experts will reveal both pain points and best practices for recent advancements in predictive analytics, gamification, personalization, brand loyalty, digital capabilities, customer centricity, and much, much more. Now on to the top 5 ECM startups, and at number 5 we have R2Docu. Now R2Docu is an exclusive service for companies and organizations with servers in the European Union that strictly complies with GDPR. Combining R2Docu with Office 365 helps reduce manual document creation, classification, exchange, and signing tasks by up to 70%. Have contracts signed in minutes and automate corporate legal workflows and resolve subject right requests 5 times faster through workflow automation. At number 4, Quilla. Quilla wants to help you create the perfect proposal, pitch, sales quote, and more. Their document design and automation tool allows you to create interactive, beautiful, and mobile responsive pages that help you stand out from the usual stale and static document crowd. Couple this with intelligent tracking, automation, and integrations, you'll stand out for your prospects and land those sales. Coming in at number 3, we have DocSend. DocSend was created to limit the confusion around fundraising and investors. They wanted to end email attachments and give business leaders a modern, secure sharing and tracking platform. Today, over 17,000 professionals use DocSend for fundraising, business development and sales, M&A deals, investor relations, and more. Their mission? To consolidate common workflows for sending documents externally into one intuitive solution. Number 2, Quip. Quip is a mobile productivity suite that enables people to collaborate on any device. It combines chat, documents, spreadsheets, checklists, and more in a simple and elegant interface that makes collaboration easy. Their ideal goal is that you work with people, not files, and now partnered with the Salesforce Anywhere experience, it allows a modern and real-time way to interact with your CRM. And finally, in the number 1 slot, we have Templafy. Now, Templafy is helping over 2 million users improve productivity, branding, and compliance across business documents, presentations, and emails. Their platform assists enterprise employees in each stage of the document creation workflow, delivering more productive, compliant, and enjoyable ways of working in Office applications. It's a solution that communications and compliance teams can control, IT can trust, and employees love using. And joining me now to explain this further, I have Christian Lund, who is the co-founder and chief product officer at Templafy. So Christian, welcome to the show. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks so much for having me.
Very welcome. And it's such an interesting service that you guys are offering, and I've really enjoyed putting this episode together. And I want to kind of understand from your standpoint in Templafy, how these solutions really help reduce wasted time on admin chores.
Yes. So in general, we have a dual value proposition towards the businesses we work with that does that, both on one side helping businesses align their workforces on all these documents, presentations, and emails created, and at the same time helping employees produce better business content faster. And looking at it from a content perspective, what we are doing is that we're helping the administrators, especially ensuring that they can get the content to the right people at the right time, right where they work, directly inside of those applications where they spend all their times, and obviously on the other side for the users, the employees, that they can then consume it better and piece it together in a much more efficient way.
Yeah, so key for what kind of people need, isn't it? And it's interesting to see how you guys have been progressing. What kind of major pain points do you kind of see in these areas that you solve so easily?
Well, there are two main areas. One is again the workforce alignment. Having large businesses like we work with a lot across the world, with the big problem of aligning workforces. You have sometimes, thousands of individual contributors doing this, and you need to align in terms of what's going on with how the brand is being used and what mandatory company information that is put into business document on one side. So that's a major issue for many of our customers. How on earth do you do that when you go through a rebranding, for example, and things like that? And at the same time, on the other big problem is the time that is spent on producing these business documents. How do you get the right stuff to the right people at the right time? And how am I helped as a user going through the process of creating things that are embedded into my workflow, so I don't have to spend more time than I absolutely have to do this, so I can do other things that provide more value for the business.
Exactly. Make that process a lot easier is something all businesses want to hear at the end of the day. So what's next then for Templafy in terms of what you're hoping to achieve and the impact that you want to have on the industry?
Yes, I think we're taking a big step of really consolidating content enablement as a greater thing. Again, enabling businesses to just govern all their content much better, and at the same time enabling users to consume it better and really to piece this together in a much more efficient way. So that goes way beyond also business documents. So every piece of content that exists in businesses, we're really aiming to enable that much better, both for administrators, for businesses, for teams, and even for end users. And that's what we're striving to do.
Excellent stuff, and I'm sure you'll achieve it. So Christian, all I can say is thanks for coming on, giving us that quick insight and walking us through the solution. It's been great chatting to you.
Thank you so much.
And that's a wrap on this week's Emerge 5. Thank you for all the companies we featured on this list and Templafy for appearing in our #1 slot with that fantastic interview. We'll be back next week with another episode. Until then, you can join the conversation at EM360 Tech on Twitter and LinkedIn. Subscribe to this YouTube channel, and of course, for more great daily content, head on over to em360tech.com.